What's up, guys? NepentheZ here, and welcome back to another FC25 video. It is 6 p.m. It is Monday, and we're going to see what new content EA Sports have given us today. Being Monday, we obviously... Oh, they didn't actually give new Rush content. That's interesting. We will have a new pack of some description today, won't we? Nothing in seasonal. Oh, man. Yeah, come on, man. Surely there's not nothing, right? Surely there's something. Nothing in FC Pro. Do we have new milestones, perhaps? No. Wow. All right, this is going to be one of those days, isn't it? Maybe a new evolution. That would be very nice, wouldn't it? After catching up on all the Evos that were there, actually a bit disappointed with the general level of evolutions last week. Some of them were decent, but some of them I didn't quite like. Wow, no new evolution. So, into SBCs we go. We do have the new player of the month, Alexia Putellas. Now, this one is a bit conflicting because it is extremely expensive, coming in at about 1.6 million coins. Not that anybody uses coins, but it requires 14 squads starting at 85s and moving down to 188 rated squads. And it is a lot, right? It is a lot. However, they've changed her playstyle plus from First Touch plus to Tiki Taka plus. They've also given her a +1 across the board in stats. And they've also given her Playmaker plus as a role at cam, which I think is massive. With how good these stats are at 5-star, 5-star, and generally speaking, just how good she is, even though the gold card's only 350k and this is up at 1.5, 1.6 million, I do think that this is an SBC that might be worth working towards because she will just be insane for a really long time. You know, the stats, they're not quite Team of the Year level, but they're not far off of it. For cheap, safe, and fast FC25 coins, go to U4GM. They have over 8,000 comments on Trustpilot with a 4.6 rating, and to get 5% off your order, use code NEP at checkout. Check out the link in the description. Now let's get back to the video. And so with that, guys, let's go and have a look at the other content. Let me know down below if you are going to do Putellas or not. I'm probably not, I can't lie. I think for me, just a bit too much for me to care about. I'd rather, for example, do every other SBC, which is probably a very similar price to the one Putellas. Right, the 81 combo upgrade. Oh, it was an 80 plus before, wasn't it? For the combo upgrade. Now it's the 81 combo upgrade. Still no change on Libsud. Bronze, silver, and gold upgrade is the same. Oh dear. So this requires this time rating. Nope. Sort by rating low to high. I love the fact that he put this in, by the way, the new thingy-madoodah. Wow. 5 rares, 10 players. I just don't think it's very good. I didn't think the 80 plus was very good. Don't think the 81 combo upgrade is very good. It is a little bit better, I suppose. It's a little bit better because you've got a 77 or higher instead of a 75 or higher, and then an 81 or higher instead of an 80 or higher. It also requires 1 less rare gold, just in general, 1 less player, which isn't like awful. But honestly, it's just not. Wait, is that it for today? Oh, that can't be it. No, wow, let's go, dude. We end up hitting the Trailblazer, goalkeeper, French. I don't even know who it is. Chevalier. Nice. These are so easy to pack, guys. I don't think it is it? He doesn't play for Lens. Samba. Wait, isn't he like 6'6" or something? Oh, 6'2", never mind. I mean, it's not a bad goalkeeper. 4 of 6 playstyles, including footwork plus, which is pretty good. Got sweeper, keeper plus and goalkeeper plus as well. I bet he's discard. Oh yeah, but hey, still, that isn't a bad trade-off for the pack, all things considered. There's just no way. There's just no way that is it. Damn, there's about 1 billion store packs though. What I'll do, guys, I was going to do it in a separate video, but we'll do it today. I'm going to run through all the stuff that is there that wasn't there before I went on holiday. So we've got Robert Lewandowski, Player of the Month SBC. I quite like this card. I think he's affordable. An 83, an 84, an 85, and an 86. Couple of informs needed. But other than his playstyle plus, I think this is a really good card. 4-star is great. Shooting is insane. Dribbling is very good. Physical is very good. Passing is good. Pace is okay. He has got finesse shot and power shot regular with Trivela, incisive, and first touch. Then he's got false 9++ with advanced forward plus. For me, he reminds me like a lot of the Harry Kane. Now, Harry Kane obviously has finesse shot plus, is way slower. But in terms of like why I think this card is good, a maestro, an engine, a hawk, a finisher, a marksman, all of them worthy chem styles. Even a hunter takes him up to like near 90 pace with maximum shooting. Because his composure is so high, his dribbling is so high, his shooting and finishing is so high, he will just score everything. Every shot will be a goal. Every shot will be a goal. Jamal Musiala's SBC. I think that was already there, right? If it wasn't, I like this card. I don't think it's worth the price. 5-star, 4-star is nice. 6 foot tall is nice. Technical plus is brilliant. His gold card was very, very good. He's well-rounded in stats. And again, I think an engine chem style on him is a really good chem style to give him. I think his play styles are brilliant, and I think his rolls are very good. For me, though, Musiala is similar in a way to like Putellas, where it's like it's just a lot. Just a lot. An 87, 2 86s. The 85s and below, not too bad. Not too bad, but I do think it's just a lot overall for a card that isn't that great. It's not bad either. It's just not that great. We've got the Robbie Keane card. Now, this one's quite a lot, but I really like this one. It's a maximum 85 rated squad, which is really good. Neither of them need informs either. An 84 inform, an 84 inform, an 84 regular, an 84 regular, an 83 inform, and an 83 regular. Like, this is an easily craftable SBC, even if you're just going off of your like champs and rivals rewards, your kind of daily play rewards, your rush rewards and things like that. This is really easy to craft. But the reason why I like it the most, they've given him the power shot plus, which is so legit. He's got roll pluses in 3 or 4 categories. And then he's got first touch, Trivela technical, finesse shot, and power shot plus with ridiculous stats again. You give him a hawk, maybe not, maybe a hunter, maybe a finisher. His passing sucks a little bit, but in terms of the card itself, 4-star, 4-star, power shot plus. I mean, I'd be trying to get that finishing shot power and positioning up as much as possible. So probably a finisher. And he's just going to do absolute bits with really, really high dribbling stats. He's just going to be so good in front of goal. I really, really like that SBC. We've also got, who else is new? These were already there. Jonathan David was already there. The Lukiba SBC, I didn't realize, but he fits into the Evo. It's only a small upgrade on him, but I really like this SBC. I just think it's well worth doing. It's like an 81 rated squad, sorry, an 82 rated squad with an inform, which is quite nice. The Thovan we looked at yesterday anyway, but I think this is a brilliant SBC. This, for me, that's crazy stats. 86 rated, 4-star, 4-star, ridiculously good stats, good play styles. The only thing he's missing is a passing play style. And then he's got advanced forward and false 9+. Does he have right mid as an option as well? No, that's interesting. Prose doesn't really need a passing play style as a striker, but I really like him. I think that's a brilliant SBC. And it is literally just an 81, 82, and 83. No informs needed. I think that's well worth it. Because this is the sort of card that one Evo that gives like a playstyle plus or a roll plus plus or a couple of playstyles in general could honestly make him an elite level card. So I really like Thovan. Horan's there as well. I really like this card too. Similar in some regards to Putellas. She's like a bad version of Putellas. She's only 4'4" instead of 5'5". She's got that same centre mid and cam. She's got Playmaker Plus and Playmaker Plus Plus, similar to Putellas, and Shadow Striker Plus as well. She also has Box to Box Plus in the role there. She's got Ping Pass Plus instead of Tiki Taka Plus, but then has Incisive Long Ball, Power Shot and Finesse Shot, Acrobatic and Aerial and Set Piece. Her stats are really good. Physical's good. High interceptions for a centre mid, which is nice. Passing's ridiculous. Low curve, though, not a big deal. Shooting's very good. Like an Engine or a Maestro on this card, like for me personally, are so good. And then she is 7 squads, but again, it's an 82, an 82, an 82, an 83, an 83, an 84, and an 84. So nothing higher than an 84, and only 2 informs only needed. I think that is like a must complete SBC. That for me is probably the best one that we've got here. Retigue we looked at yesterday, he was already there. And then Yilmaz is there as well, and I think he's very good. This is just a fun card. There is one problem with this card. Now, he's 6'1", which is good. He's 4-star skimmers, which is good. He could play left back, left mid, right wing, right mid, which is good. I think his stats are good. His pace is already very good, which is nice because it opens up the opportunity to do a lot of other things with him. I actually think I would play him at fullback, and the reason why I probably would play him at fullback is because he doesn't have any passing or any shooting playstyles. And I think that's a big faux pas for somebody that you might potentially play like on the wing or in midfield or up front or whatever. Whereas if you played him in defense, put either like a backbone or a sentinel or an anchor on him, he'll have great pace, great physicals, good defending, good dribbling, and good passing for a fullback. And he's got quick step, rapid, relentless, and bruiser. Sure, he doesn't have any other defensive playstyles, but he's also in another one in a position where he could very easily get a really cool Evo to like, upgrade some of these stats and make him elite tier. So I don't mind him. And also I think his SBC cost is decent. An Inform and an 81 rated squad I think is very, very nice. In terms of other things that came out whilst I was gone, guys, it was just evolutions, which we're actually going to cover off tomorrow or the day after. I'm going to do a video on the best Evo players and best Evo teams that are around. The last thing to talk about was the reaction to my opinion on the season pass. So I made a video last night where I was talking about the season pass and how I think it's a big dub from EA. First of all, to clarify, this isn't a 3-week season. I looked at it yesterday, obviously, and saw it at 23 days. And I was like, oh, nice, it's only a 3-week season. I wasn't here for a week. The season was already here. So it is a 4-week season, which is still 1 week shorter than before. What I didn't know, because obviously wasn't here when it got released last Thursday, is that when it first came out, these cards at the back end weren't known to be proper cards, and people thought they were loans, but also people weren't getting when they claimed them, they just were disappearing. I don't know if that's been resolved yet or not. And so people thought you were getting a second loan Martinez and a second loan Grealish or Marlon, when the truth is you get those permanently. They're not loans when they come. Compared to previous seasons, not even previous seasons, the last season, because it was obviously the first season, the packs that you get is lower and there are less of them. And also the bundles are objectively worse. The reason why I personally still think that this is a dub season and why this is very good is because I truly believe that, like, for example, Jack Grealish, more so for me than Donny Marlon, I think Jack Grealish is an insane card for an objective card or for a season pass card. Look how good these stats are. I think he is absolutely incredible. I don't know how much this card would be on the market, but I think this is huge. And even though it was 4 weeks instead of 3 weeks, you're going to be able to finish this season after 14 to 17 days, which is really, really good. Now, one of the biggest things that people didn't like about, for example, my opinion, was that A, I wanted more cosmetics instead of packs, but B, people wanted packs because they want fodder to do SBCs. Now, this Putellas SBC aside, what people are kind of missing is that EA have changed significantly the way SBCs are obtained. And a lot of that is off the back of the fact that you now have 81, 82, 83 rated squads mostly, with some 84s and 85s. And then for premium players, it's 86s, 87s. So actually, a pack like a 75 by 100 is really good because it's going to give you an intense amount of fodder to complete most SBCs. Are you going to pack anything of value? Probably not. But what we know from looking at Rivals and Champs rewards, especially when we see those 89 by 2s for rank 1 in Champs, is even if you get high-rated fodder packs like this, the 87 by 2, you're just going to get 287s in it. How many times do we see those 89 by 2s opened up? And it is always Erdegaard and Hegerberg every time. You almost never see promo cards in them. You never see the elite high-rated cards in them. You never see the Putellas cards or the Mbappes in them. It's always Erdegaard and Hegerberg. So if you're wanting this level of packs, like an 87 by 2 or an 83 by 20 or an 84 by 10, because you think you're going to pack a promo card out of it, you're just not. The thing that I was talking about when it comes to more evolutions, more cosmetics like this, and I don't know what this looks like. I don't know if anyone's seen it already. Apparently there was a season pass glitch where you could have seen it. But is because I'm not saying I would rather a cosmetic instead of an 84 by 2. I'm saying that I would rather a cosmetic at level 28, and an 84 by 2 put somewhere else in the game. You know, right now, if you go and complete the rush objectives, you get an 84 by 2 for playing 10 games in rush. Whereas this is level 28. For 28,000 XP, I want something that makes that time investment worthwhile. They could just release an SBC today that's like exchange 11 common golds for an 84 by 2. And if you know, getting the packs is what's valuable, they can give that elsewhere in the game. I think like level 28 and even like level 30, this is almost the end of the season pass, right? This is 5 levels off the end, and you're getting an 84 by 4 for almost the end of the season pass. I just think it represents a really, really bad return on like time spent. Whereas I'd rather something that made one of my players look better and have this pack put somewhere else into the game. I genuinely think like this is a good season pass, mostly because the Rivals points got lowered. But something I also missed yesterday is that they even changed. I've never even clicked on Rivals here so far. I'm in Division 10. Let's go. They even changed the 5-win rewards and buffed them, and I didn't even realize. So now for like 5 wins in Division 4, which I think is a really fair like division for people to be in, you're getting a 75 by 25, a 75 by 5, and 15k coins with a player pick. I don't know what it was before. I just know it wasn't that good. And so even for your 5 wins, it's really good. And now for the 35 points, they haven't lessened the rewards, but they've lessened significantly the volume of time needed to complete these objectives. So overall, I think from EA, I just think it was a dub. I just think it was very good the way that they've handled this season. Yeah, okay, I completely concede the fact that there's less packs in the season pass and less bundle. I don't even know how to say it, but like there's less bundles in the season pass or less quality in the bundles. But I just don't think I don't even think it's a bad pass. I think it's a good season pass. I think it's good, and it will be completed so quickly. However, when we look at the active SBCs for today, the new stuff, we've got the 81 combo upgrade massively downvoted, and Putellas is massively downvoted. The thing that's interesting, like I said, like I honestly think that this card is very good. Like I say, compared to her 90 rated, she's only +1s, but compared to her other 91, she has got 1 less crossing for some reason, 1 less defending, 1 less physical. If we look at the price point of this card, it's 1.6 million. What's really weird is that on the gold card, it's only 320k now. It's down already, or it's apparently up 22k, but it's down like 30k from when I saw, right? And although this card here is only +1s on it, I think the playstyle plus change is huge. And I think the roles change is huge. It's even got better roles than this one. I think EA have priced this player of the month based on this rush card rather than based on the gold card, because the gold card is really cheap in comparison. I think the problem is if they made this price more akin to the gold card, let's say they made it like 700k or something, it massively devalues this card. And so it means that this card would end up crashing from like 1.6 million down to about 700k because they made the player of the month too cheap. So they've preserved anyone that has this card, especially tradable, they've really preserved the value of this card by doing that. But the value of this card really shows the fact that this here is a good valued SBC, but it is a very expensive SBC, like very expensive. When I look at this card, I honestly sit here and think, God damn, man, like pop an engine on her. You have got just such a good card. Elite passing, great shooting, good pace, good physicals, good defending for a centre mid / cam, elite dribbling, 5-star, great rolls, and great play styles. And I'm like, I look at that card and I think, damn, if you actually committed to this card, this card would be in your team for a long time because it is that good. And that's why it's priced so highly, right? Like, if you're the sort of person, though, that lives an untradeable life and, like, has lots of SBCs or, you know, doesn't really get the best rewards or doesn't have the time to always complete the best rewards, yeah, probably not worth putting your time into this. But if you play this game generally every day and you complete everything on offer that's generally there, this might be a really worthwhile one because she will be insane in game. Insane. But anyway, that's what I wanted to go through, guys. Like I say, we'll do Evos more tomorrow than today, because I want to go through people's Evo teams and Evo players. I think that'd be a lot better of a situation because the way Evos are right now, it's really hard to like chain some and stuff. And like these inform ones here are another example of making it really hard to link Evos and to chain Evos because they're exclusive to a card design, which I didn't mind for the one a few weeks ago that have all expired now for the foundation cards, because I thought the upgrade was insane. I thought it was really, really good and it made cards really valuable. But for a team of the week max 86 to get power shot, it's like there's not even that many cards here that you look at and think, oh yeah, they're great for it. Rafinha is probably one of the best ones. Gabriel Martinelli might be one of the best ones. Trossard or Ramirez could be quite good for it. But obviously the downside of what you have with that is, you know, even like Rafinha, he's got an SBC that's better already. The downside of someone like Rafinha is by giving him a playstyle plus, you omit him then from any other future Evos that have a restriction on playstyle plus, which is a bit sad. So bit of a weird one from the evolutions for last week. And I think EA are actually making it really hard on purpose to chain Evos because they don't want the situation the same as last year. But what I think that does in turn is just kill Evos and kills a lot of the fun and a lot of the enjoyment that people get out of the game. And we're in a weird space with the game right now, where I didn't play last week, so I was on holiday. But today I played 6 games of Rivals. Everybody had Van Dijk and Varane, or a combination of both, or like one or the other. Everybody had like Heung-min Son's, Antoine Griezmann's, Kyle Walker's, Ferland Mendy's. Everybody had that Thuram striker SBC. I played like 3 midfield Thuram SBC cards. You know, it was just SBCs and like premium gold cards, basically. You know, it was like the OP meta gold cards and then SBC cards. And it just goes to show the weird state that the game's in now, because people don't even have Evos in their team anymore because the Evos are dead. And like when you've got players like Heung-min Son, who is 170k, which is really achievable and affordable by pretty much anyone's standards in the game by this stage, has 5-star weak foot and finesse shot plus with really good shooting, and you know, you put like let's say a finish on him. I mean, why do you need anything else than this? And it's the same with Mohamed Salah and Antoine Griezmann and some of the other meta midfield cards and meta defenders like Van Dijk. You know, Van Dijk as well right now is still so strong and so broken at 190k, and he's so good. And it's the same as that Varane SBC. You know, I suppose in hindsight was massively wrong about it. I thought it was too expensive. I thought it wouldn't be in people's teams like long term, but I was just wrong. Like, this card is just meta, overpowered, and done broken. And so the 465k that you put into it has probably served you really, really well. And when you've got a combination like that, like the Varane, Thuram, because they all get the French Serie A links, and when you've got players like Van Dijk and players like Heung-min Son, and if we just look at all of the gold cards, the good gold cards anyway, Vinicius Jr. probably a bit too expensive, but here from Courtois, even from Sam Kerr, she's not great, but from Courtois down, he is such a good goalkeeper, Courtois, 28k. Martinez with finesse shot plus, 25k. Erdegaard is cheap. You got Van Dijk at 160k is cheap enough. Salah at 165, insane and cheap. You know, you got the even the Phil Foden card at 20k. He's so good in game because of that dribbling. And so when you've got these really overpowered meta gold cards that are so cheap, why the bloody hell would anybody want an evolution that takes an inform from being the exact same card that they've got to having Power Shot Plus? Why would anybody care about this? You know, these Evos are so far behind the power curve already of gold cards because of how strong Finesse Shot Plus is and how strong certain gold cards are, that nobody cares. And I think EA are in a really tricky spot right now because COD, I haven't played it yet, but COD is apparently insane this year. And FC25 is probably the worst FC/FIFA game that they've created, in my personal opinion, probably since FIFA 18. It might even be the worst, but it's definitely the worst since FIFA 18. And they're in a real dangerous spot of just losing a large market of their consumers to better games. And one of the things that I think was so good last year that kept people really, really interested was the fact that evolutions were so engaging, and this year they're not. And you just got to look at the Rush event and the playing Rush right now. The amount of times I've gone into a Rush game today or last night, and literally instantly all four of my opponents disconnected. And so the game was finished and over because of this. You don't have to play, you can just back out and it counts. And so it's like the game is just in such a horrible state. And I feel like everybody's team is stagnant. The fact that I missed one full week of a game that's only been out for 5 weeks and people's teams did not change in any significant or even insignificant way whatsoever, I think speaks volumes about the terrible state this game is in, and speaks volumes about how people are engaging with this game going forwards. And so on a day like today, where we have got a really overpriced Putellas SBC. No, I don't want to say it's overpriced because I think it's a good card. A really expensive Putellas SBC. This absolute dead combo upgrade. No evolution, no rush event, no objectives. I don't know, man. This game's in trouble. It feels that way anyway. However, we're still going to be here judging it daily. So for today, that is going to be the end of the video. As always, thank you guys very much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. And I will see you next time. I'm out. Peace.